Are you outreaching to your clients on WhatsApp and are spending way too much time replying to DMs and following up? This is the exact video for you. Hello, my name is Christian Jacko from Contact Solutions, an agency where we help our clients create systems to convert more leads automatically. In this video, we'll be looking exactly into that, more on the outreach side. So this system is going to apply when you found the person, when you found their name, their phone number, and now you're trying to contact them. It's going to automate the first message it sends, and then subsequent follow-ups and subsequent responses to messages to get them booked on a meeting or on a call. Let's get into it. So as you can see on my screen right here, it's going to be composed of ManyChat, a Google form, and make.com. Let's go one by one on this. So on the Google form, we've got the first name, last name, and number. This is the contact input we're going to be using as the actual front end of it. So this is what you're going to be using to actually send a message. You just type in the first name, last name, number, click send, and you're done. Now for the part of how it actually works. So here on make.com, we've got something I call Outreach Automator. What it's going to do is just simply take the input from our Google Sheets, then pass it to ManyChat to create a subscriber. So we're going to pass the first name, last name, and phone number for WhatsApp, and then gonna input a tag of outreached so that it sends only the people for the first message that we input the form for. So, for example, a subscriber can be added by just sending a message to the number. We don't want to send a first message of like, hello, I'm, for example, this person and I do this, to a person who just contacted us, for example, for booking a meeting or a call. So how does this then work? On ManyChat, this is where all the magic happens. We've got the default replies, that's the responses, the first message, then the follow-up for the when the person actually replied, and the follow-up for the person that didn't reply at all. So for the sending of the first message, now one thing I want to emphasize here is that when sending messages outside of the 24 hours of last interaction, so for the first message, it's outside of that, of course, because there is no last interaction. If we look at this flow right here, when a new contact is created, so when this contact is added, we wait 10 seconds, check if the tag is outreach, so if we added it for the form, and then send this. Now this is outside of a 24-hour window, and this is a message template. Now, unfortunately, as I'm filming this, if I go to settings in WhatsApp right here, message templates, here, those two templates are under review. So this is the one for the first message, and this is for the follow-up. So for the first message, I cannot send it right now, so we could switch it up for the testing of it to the actual follow-up message. Of course, that's not the wanted result, but for the purposes of this video, we could do that. So that's the sending the first message. And when that's done, it will then trigger the unreplied follow-up. Now, unreplied follow-up, here, it's gonna wait 24 hours, check if the tag isn't booked, so someone who already booked an appointment, or isn't called, so the people that said no, we don't want to follow up on them either. Then check if the last interaction on WhatsApp is unknown, so if they haven't replied, and the tag isn't follow-up one, that means if they haven't been followed up already. And we send them this is again that's a 24-hour window, and so this is the message template just as a follow-up. Now to the interesting side, to the part where we actually respond automatically. It's going to be the WhatsApp default reply right here. It's going to be a bit more complex, and this is a system, especially this part. This is a system I've already made videos about on my previous videos, so I'm just going to link up right here, you can check them out and get more info on how this actually works in the details. What you want to know is that it works with Relevance AI to generate the actual reply. So let me pull up Relevance AI right here. so you can see exactly how it looks like. Now, this is going to be pretty simple. We have a agent, just called automatic appointment setter. And what it does, if we go to edit agent right here, this is the core instructions. This is in the bread and butter of what we're talking about. So this is the context, this is the goal of what we want. You could pause the video, read it out. This is the specific instructions. Now, as you can see right here, this is not text, this is a tool. I'm gonna expand into that, what a tool is in a moment. Here is the script, so step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 to actually book the appointment. One very important thing is, for example, here in specific instructions, if at any point the prospect replies with something negative, break the script and return only the word cold. This is going to be used to then classify if the person is cold or not. If they said, no, I'm not interested, they're not going to reply, and classify them as, do not reply to this person again. Okay, so let me dive into what are tools. And the tool we have right here is get that bread and butter coaching knowledge. So get all of the actual company. So here if we go to tools, this is the tool we're using. And this tool allows us to, from the user input, get all of the knowledge about the company. So this is gonna do 2 knowledge searches through vector and through keyword. Keyword basically means if it finds if it finds the same word in a text, then we'll correlate that. So for example, if I ask it, what is your offer, and the text says the offer is this, it will match it. Vector matches it by meaning, by some complicated calculations I'm not going to get into right here. Okay, so after this is done, what do we actually do with the relevance AI? Every single time someone sends a message, it will send then the message from the user, it will send to relevance AI, retrieve the reply, check if the same reply hasn't been sent, like literally the same before, to only reply once to, for example, 3 messages at a time. Now, if a reply isn't cold, we go through with sending it. If it is cold, we just tag the client, the user as cold, which means we will not reply as right here, tag isn't cold. If it is cold, we won't reply to it again, and won't send a follow-up. Again, I'm not going to get into it right here. You can check it out on how exactly that system works on another video. Exactly the same thing. So now we want to see if the people have actually booked the appointment or have been sent out the link to book it. And if, for example, my client here doesn't want to work with unengaged leads who just have been sent yes, I want it, have gotten the link but haven't booked a call, we don't want to work with them, so we don't want to follow up on them either. So this is going to add the tag booked, which this tag is going to prevent that user from getting follow-ups. Then, if the tag isn't booked, we go on to follow-up. So this is the function that will be called every single time if the person isn't booked and has replied to a message. Okay, so for the follow-up, it's just going to follow up on people that have replied to a message. Again, if the tag isn't booked and isn't called, so if the person hasn't been sent out the link and hasn't said no, we're going to wait for 22 hours. This is just to get the correctly that 23 hours ago was the last interaction, so the last time they have sent us a message. And then we're going to send the follow-up message right here and prompt it as the tag follow-up 1, which is going to prevent it from getting further follow-ups. This is the entire system outlined right here. All right, so that's exactly how you automate the first message, follow-up messages, and response messages fully on WhatsApp to your prospects. If you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to leave a like, subscribe, and a comment if you have any other questions or you're running into issues setting it up for yourself. And if you don't have the time to set it up for yourself, which you can simply, and still want this kind of system, simply what you can do is just go to the description of this video, click on the link right there, that's going to be our website, you can schedule a call with us, and we can speak directly about your needs and what we can do for you. That being said, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see each other in the next one.